Hi everyone, it's Donna from Little Space Down Papercraft, and today I have the tutorial as promised, and especially for Gareth. Um, this is how to make a storage caddy out of a shoebox. This is one that I made for my son. I took all his bits and pieces out because, you know, I don't really think that having facial wipes and spot cream and all sorts it's worth really showing you. So I made this one because he absolutely loves space. So I covered it with duct tape in the space theme, and yeah, it was just made from a shoebox. So I will show you how to make it. So you're going to need a shoebox. This is quite a big shoebox actually. I'm not even sure this is all going to get into shot, but as long as you can see how I cut it, then the rest of it should be quite simple for you to follow. So shoebox, ruler, a good pair of scissors, some plain old sellotape, a craft knife if you'd rather that than scissors, pencil and duct tape. These are the only ones I've got at the moment. I just picked them up, actually my husband picked them up for me at Hobbycraft. So I've been using them to cover all sorts of things. So I thought I would cover the caddy with them. Okay, so what you need to do to start with is cut off your lid. Don't throw it away because you are going to need it for the side panels. So, my tripod, cut my lid off. Okay, now on the inside, if you can see that, I've measured from here to here, from either side, and worked out the centre point. Okay, so I drew a line on the inside and the outside and connected the centre point. Now, my sides, whatever you cut this at is what your sides are going to be. So mine are 3 inches either way. Okay, so whatever you decide on this measurement has to be the same this side. Okay, the other ones that I did on the other shoebox were 2, so that would make it smaller, the sides a bit taller. So then what you need to do is, once you've made a triangle on both sides, you need to cut it out. Okay, I should have really looked for a smaller shoebox. I might need actually my longer scissors to get in there. Right up to that centre point there. So you're basically just cutting out the whole triangle and removing it. Okay, that's one. Do the same on this side. I actually debated there whether to do 2 or 3, so that's why there's an extra line on my triangle. Very straight. It's just with the tripod in front of me, it's quite tricky. Well, you get the point anyway. Okay, so these bits you can throw away. They're not really of much use for this project. Now, what you need to do now is where the you've got the ends of your triangles, you want to fold your box over. Okay. So awkward, I really don't have a lot of space. Okay. So you need to fold over your sides. This box is way too thick. There we go. Okay. So then it looks something like that. Okay. Then you just get your tape and you tape up the sides. This is all going to be covered anyway, so it doesn't really matter what tape you use on this part. And do the same on the other side. Okay, so it's starting to take shape now. What you need to do now is the lid that we cut off. If you grab your lid, you will find that as you, I'll show you from this side, if you hook that on there, that is actually the correct width. Okay, so if you lay it down and just pencil mark on the inside of your lid, then you can cut that out. You might want to draw a connecting line, but I'm not going to do that, just to save a little bit of time. I just really wanted to give you a rough idea of how to do it, because then the decoration that you choose is just going to be, you know, you could just sort of let yourself go mad, really. So you can either use a craft knife for this, or your scissors, and then you need to do another one. So if I just show you this, and if you take that into place, that then becomes the front of your caddy, or the back, depending on how you want it. You can also, of course, have the back higher than the front, or the other way around. Let me just take that bit off because it's too bulky. So then you would just again tape it up the same way as we did the sides. Obviously you would tape it a little bit better than I'm doing it, but I'm just doing it to try and give you the general idea. Then you would do exactly the same on this side with the remainder of your lid. So let me just do that for you. So sorry, this video looks so awkward. I'm making it look actually really difficult. It's not remotely difficult. It's just I've got such limited space, and I picked a huge shoebox to use. So if you wanted to make, you know, the front or the back taller, you would just add a little bit of height onto your the card. Okay, and again you would just tape it as you did that side. Then if you wanted to make dividers, you know, to go in the middle, you could do that with the rest of the box that is left. So basically, when you make up the outer shell of the box, then you need to decide how to cover it. Now I have seen some tutorials on YouTube. They use fabric to cover, they use decorative papers to cover. Duct tape for me is, I found, because I've made a few of these, I found that duct tape is definitely the best because it also gives it a bit of strength. Because I mean it is only sort of cardboard, but with the duct tape it gives it quite a lot of strength. And if I move everything out of the way and show you the one that I made, which is extremely untidy, but I will show you anyway. Let's move my camera up a little bit. If you can see that one there. Try and zoom in a little bit for you. The zoom doesn't seem to be working, which is typical. Let me just lower the tripod down and move it over for you. So that's the one I've made. I have put sections in mine. A section there, and there's another one here. And that divides up the rulers and scissors. I've got glues and more scissors. On this side I've got more glue, double-sided tape, all sorts really. So I've just actually showed you my completely untidy craft desk, which I really didn't mean to do, but I apologise for that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I do apologise, it was such a messy video. What I might try and do is I'll try and do another one and try and find a smaller box. For my son's one I used a child shoebox, which was much better really, and a much better size to use for tutorial purposes. So I think if I do redo it, that's exactly what I'm going to do. If I can help you any more with it, because obviously I didn't show you the decorating purpose, the decorating section of it, which is pretty self-explanatory really. It's just covering the whole thing with duct tape, giving it a bit of stability. So if I can answer any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll pop the link to my Facebook page in the down bar for you. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Again, apologies for my messy craft desk and the clumsiness of the video, but I just wanted to show you, I made it look very difficult, but it is actually very easy to do. So there you go, and thanks again for watching. Take care, bye.